A bear approached Natasha, whose hands and feet were tied to a tree. The bear roared. His mouth was drooling. His eyes filled with blood. After all, I haven't eaten for a long time. No luck. He said that even if a mouse comes out in front of me, I will catch it and eat it. But the mouse couldn't even find the worms in the hollows of the trees. At that moment, his nose noticed a strange smell, the smell of food, and ran in this direction. In fact, Sergei and Natasha lived well. There are 3-bedroom houses in the heart of the city. Both drive cars. In addition to eating and drinking, the income they earn is enough to go abroad and have fun. In addition, they go out of town every Friday. They go to the fields. They had fun until Monday, but later Natasha changed. Under various pretexts, he got on Sergei's nerves and started quarrels out of nowhere. "What's wrong with you?" Sergei said one day. To me. "What happened to me? Are you still asking what happened to me? Didn't you find something else? In fact, look at the human being. No, you can't see your own fault. You have changed. You walk out of the house on purpose to get on my nerves and tap your feet. You smoke cigarettes at home. The window." "Yes, the window will be open," Natasha shouted and interrupted her husband. "But the smoke still enters the house. You smoke too. Mine is soft tobacco. Its smoke doesn't get on clothes. Did you remember that you didn't wash your dishes last night? No one wants you to drink with Valeria. You are saying these words for the 50th time. Yes, I'll say it 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times if I have to. Tell the truth. Have you fallen in love with someone else? Ah, me. Are you still accusing me of betrayal? I knew that you would slander like this one day." "Stop," said Sergei, raising both hands. "Stop yourself. There seems to be something else here. We are both tired." Natasha's color suddenly changed. He closed his eyes. "Sergei is right. I'm tired. We are both tired. After all, we won't go out of town for 3 weeks. We won't rest. Tired," he said. "It fades. Sergei, does it happen to you too? Don't you like anything too?" he said. "Yes." "Then let's go rest. To a place where there is no one," he said, batting his eyelashes. "There are people everywhere. Nowadays, people like to relax more than work. Only there may not be someone in the taiga. So we're going to the taiga. We will sew a blanket. Fresh air. A small tributary flows near our tent. In the morning, thick fog falls. If you stand up like that, the fog will be below your chest. Very nice view. Did we go?" Natasha said with burning eyes. Sergei is surprised. His wife, who had just been in a frenzy, had turned into a completely different woman in an instant. Let it be true that it has changed. "I also want to live a carefree life," he said. The next day, they prepared for the journey. After all, there are far places to go. At least 200 kilometers will come. After that, they enter the forest. They find the tributary they want. They found out where it was from the internet. They go with location. Fortunately, the car was going to the side of the river, so they don't walk through the forest. Natasha was amazing. The horn is happy. One talk and two laughs. He tries to cheer up Sergei, just as the bride was the bridegroom in the beginning. They reached the destination. "Shut up," said Sergei, who couldn't bear to hear her words anymore. If you don't shut up, I'll kill you. People. People. Who is there? Sergei brought me here to kill me. People. He couldn't stand Sergei. He jumped up and came to his wife. Then he knocked the woman to the ground with his hand on her waist. He also tied his legs and hands. But even then, Natasha did not stop shouting, so he taped his mouth shut. Did you want me to kill you, please? Now you can see what it's like to kill. Said he tentatively picked up his wife and threw her on his shoulder and took her into the forest. It didn't go far. He walked about 50 paces. Then he lowered it to the ground. Can this be the place? He looked at Natasha. Natasha was speechless and had tears in her eyes. You know, I cried a lot too, but I cried without showing you. Therefore, I am not interested in your crying any more, he said, standing up his wife. He tied it to a tree and left. The bear came to Natasha. The woman closed her eyes. The bear smelled her legs and body. Then he licked her face. Natasha could not stand this fat. He left happily, and the bear, looking at him a little, turned back. Since this incident, Natasha's voice has decreased significantly. It is naughty,